Winton School Interview Prizegiving Assembly. Welcome also to those watching from home on our Facebook live stream.
This is not the first time we have live streamed our Interview Prizegiving Assembly, but it's the first time in a long time we have had it in our own school hall.
Like many things this year, we have had to change the way we do things, and this being one of the biggest events in our annual calendar is no exception.
Thank you to everyone for your understanding. To those at home, we're sorry you can't be with us, but just like our small audience here tonight, you will get to see and hear everything that takes place on our stage tonight.
Yes, and there are perks, you know. It's not so far to the toilet, you can grab a snack or drink whenever you want, and you can go back and watch some again if you want.
Can everyone please stand for our national anthem?
Celebrating another year of achievements with some speeches, certificates, special awards, and of course our Year 8 graduation.
Well, what a year. There's been so many fun times, but like last year, it's been a little different.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we could turn back time and change things? Imagine if COVID wasn't around.
That's a pretty big ask. Maybe a little too big for us to tackle. But we did make some changes, didn't we?
I thought we were going to keep that on the DL.
But I feel guilty. I think it's time to let everyone know what we've been up to. Let me explain. So, Kenny and I are time travellers. Recently, we've been popping back in time to make some slight changes. Nothing too serious. We just felt that we needed to slight adjust certain outcomes.
And hey, this was going to be our little secret.
Oh, come on, Kenny. What would Diddy do? Maybe you should watch this. It explains everything.
No, we're talking about height, not...
It's really funny because the other day...
What's going on?
I know this seems very weird.
But we are you from the future. Whoa!
Wait, why have you come back? Well, you're about to get fifth in the long jump. What? I'm way better than that. No, trust me.
you're gonna get fifth.
So we thought we'd change things up a little bit. How about you go from fifth to first?
How are we gonna do that? Don't you worry, we've got it all under control. You guys stay here and we'll be back soon. Whoa, thanks I guess. It's all good, no problem. Right, we better get heading off, eh? See ya!
No, we're talking about height, not.
It's really funny because the other day.
What's going on?
I know this seems very weird.
But we are you from the future. Whoa!
Wait, why have you come back? Well, you're about to get fifth in the long jump. What? I'm way better than that. No, trust me, you're gonna get fifth.
So we thought we'd change things up a little bit. How about you go from fifth to first?
How are we gonna do that? Don't you worry, we've got it all under control. You guys stay here and we'll be back soon. Whoa, thanks I guess. It's all good, no problem. Right, we better get heading off, eh? See ya!
Man, we don't get much of a choice if we land.
Oh look! Hello again. You guys again?
Don't tell me I don't do very well on my win it in a minute challenge, do I? No, you're not very good at bouncing ping pong balls into a cup, are you? So how many did I get?
But don't worry, we've got it all under control. We can change this.
Sounds great. After you. definitely put us up the leaderboard. Don't worry about it. It was nothing. Anyway, we should probably get going.
Wait!
Are we going to see you guys again?
You never know.
Bye for now.
It's not working!
We have to leave from where we landed.
One, two, three. See? Nothing too serious.
So I suppose you're now going to tell everyone how we got our superpowers?
Well, that happened because...
You've already said enough. Let's get on with this assembly. As the President and Vice President, we would now like to share with you some of our experiences of our time at Winton School.
8 years ago, when I first started Winton School, I remember walking through those gates with a huge smile on my face, ready to meet my school. I wore pigtails that stuck out from my head, a bright pink bag that was half my size, and a new pair of shiny polished shoes. I'm sure Mum was trying so hard to hold back her tears. To be honest, it really does feel like yesterday. Throughout my time at Winton School, I have always looked up at the senior students. And now this is my classmates and I about to head off to our next milestone, college. I feel that Winton School has prepared us well for the world outside of primary school and has brought fun memories, friendships, and helped us grow as people. Working alongside Kenny and Mr. Wadsworth all year has been so much fun, and I've loved every minute of it. I will always be grateful for all of the opportunities that Winton Primary has provided. There are too many to name, but these have all had an impact on my life. So my advice to all the younger students out there is to make the most of these moments and push yourself out of your comfort zone, because you never know where this might lead you or what it might teach you. So on behalf of all the Year 8 students and I, we would like to thank all of the teachers who have been a part of our last 8 years. I'm sure we will always carry a little part of Winton School with us as we go our separate ways. Thank you.
Way back in February 2013, a much smaller Kenny was putting on a uniform for the very first time and walking through those gates. Now 8 years later, a slightly larger Kenny stands before you, and I've just put on my uniform for the last time. The 8 years in between, well, they tell quite a story. A story of first, a tale of adventure and excitement filled with opportunities and the beginning of friendships that will last a lifetime. When I sat down to write this speech, I found it very hard to put into words how I actually feel about my time at Winton School coming to an end. Naturally, I am sad and slightly apprehensive, but I'm also excited for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. One thing that wasn't hard to put into words was the immense gratitude I feel towards my past teachers and mentors. Every single one of you has made a lasting impression on me, and I would take the skills and knowledge you have passed on with me in the next chapter of my life. As I started thinking back on the teachers I've had at Winton School, I realised not many are still here. Hopefully this has nothing to do with me being in their class and is purely coincidental. But I want to take this opportunity to say a few things to the ones that are still here. Firstly, Mrs. O'Neill, thank you for all the math skills you've taught me. However, I do have a confession to make. There was this one time I may have copied an answer from Jamie and then taken credit for it. So for this, I apologise. To Miss Crode, a massive thank you for letting me run home on the odd swimming day after I forgot. Well, you know what I forgot. I really did appreciate that. Mrs. Mackenzie, where do I start? I will miss our before school chats and your outstanding sense of humour. Thanks for your encouragement and support. Miss McCliskey, you have made sure I'm ready for the next step and have helped me realise how capable I actually am. Mrs. Reed, thank you for always having an ice pack ready for me. They always make everything okay. Also, thanks for putting up with Anae and I while we waited for Mr. Wadsworth. I hope we weren't too loud and annoying. Mr. Tucker and Mr. Wadsworth, your leadership, commitment and dedication have made all of the above possible. You both work tirelessly to make sure every student at Winton School has the best educational opportunities possible. It has been a true privilege to work closely with you both this year. Last but not least, Anae. Thanks for putting up with me. Together, we make a pretty good team. I have really enjoyed working with you. There's been lots of laughs and lots of amazing memories. So as I prepare to walk off this stage one last time, I want to wish next year's President and Vice President all the very best. You're about to have one of the most amazing years. Learn lots, but most of all, enjoy the ride. Fingers crossed for no more video assemblies. Thank you, Winton School.
I would now like to invite Mr. Wadsworth up for his end of year speech.
Tēnā koutou katoa, nā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. As another school year draws to a close, despite the challenges we've all faced for a second year now, today has been an opportunity to celebrate the achievements, accomplishments and contributions that each of us has made over the past school year. As the girls mentioned at the start of the night, this is the first time we've held this occasion here in our own hall. We of course would have loved for a much larger number of people to help us celebrate and acknowledge our graduate class tonight, but like we have all done so often over the past 2 years, we are making the best of a situation that last year we termed unprecedented. These days it's becoming the norm. So a big shout out to those of you watching from home. I hope you're enjoying this live stream. And before I go much further, on behalf of the staff and board, thank you for your patience and understanding this year as we've had to communicate a number of changes, postponements and cancellations. Although there have been challenges and frustrations, I've been so proud of the staff and students' resilience as we've chopped and changed a number of routines, programs and events over recent months. Of note was the cancellation of our Jubilee. For a second year now, we've been unable to celebrate with the wider community our school's interesting and very special history. But we will get there. The Jubilee Committee's new catchphrase is 155 in 2025. And in the meantime, look out for a Winton School and District High School documentary in the first half of next year. Our school's whakatauki, kia tipu, kia hua, kia puawai, to grow, to thrive, to prosper, has for me been apparent in 2 different forms this year. The first, as I just mentioned, in the way we have all responded to the new norms. Even with limitations and barriers in place, sometimes big and sometimes small, we've forged on with what we do best, teaching and learning. The second is a direct result of that fortitude. This time last year I mentioned that we had been successful with accessing a significant number of hours for some PLD, that's professional learning and development. I'm delighted to report a year later that as a result of this timely and carefully managed PLD, we're beginning to see some very positive outcomes in a number of areas. Our focus has been on building sound foundations for improved literacy learning and oral language. With all teaching and support staff learning more about how literacy learning progresses, the role and importance of oral language and about specific literacy learning needs, we're building the capability of staff in a number of areas. Firstly, in strengthening staff knowledge of the sequence and integrated nature of literacy learning. Secondly, in identifying a range of learning needs in our learners. And thirdly, in developing and applying a range of specific teaching strategies to target and improve literacy learning in our students. I know there was a lot of teacher talk there, but in short, the PLD has been extremely effective. Improved staff confidence and capability is translating into many examples of accelerated learning among our students. We've gathered some great momentum and staff are looking forward to engaging in a second year of PLD next year. At this point, I'd like to thank our community for the termly staff-only days, because it's on these days where all staff can come together to share and discuss the celebrations and the challenges involved in our PLD. I'd like to acknowledge the great work a number of groups within our learning community has accomplished over the course of the year. First of all, our amazing staff. Thank you for embracing our PLD, for your growth mindset, and for your commitment to improving student outcomes every day you come to work. In another unsettled year, you've once again rolled up your sleeves and got on with the job. Our jobs are not just about teaching and learning anymore. Emotional well-being, positive relationships, resilience, and supporting students to navigate challenging times are certainly part of the job description these days. I'm very proud of our teaching team and thoroughly enjoy working alongside you all. Thank you for everything you do on the many fronts for our tamariki. also like to acknowledge the fantastic and essential support our amazing teacher aides provide. Alongside teachers, they too have embraced our PLD this year and are supporting classroom programs in a number of ways. We value them so much and know that we can only achieve what we can because of their input. So to Judy Ellison, Jacqueline McLean, Jo Adams-Hart, Brenda Sterling, Sarah Hubber, Sue Drake, Janine Clive and Bex McKenzie, thank you for your necessary contributions. A special mention to Jacqueline Reid, who continues to do a great job in the front office with her multitude of tasks, and that includes typing up and printing out lots of certificates over the last week or so. To Brenda Mee, who with a bounce in her step continues to coordinate all things sport at Winton School. So a round of applause please for our support staff. Another group of people whose work and input is essential to the smooth running of the school is the board. I'd like to thank each of them, presiding member Cameron Davis, parent reps Simon Ellis, Jane Campbell, Mike Ducras, Nathan Lyle, and Marius Adendorf, and staff rep Paige Crode. Thank you for ensuring that a line of sight exists from our students right through to the governance level. Each of these trustees brings a strength and a set of skills to the board. And when you mix these with the sharing of information and data, effective questioning and robust discussion, sound plans and initiatives are put in place to benefit all of our stakeholders in our learning community. So thank you to the Board of Trustees. Next, I'd like to thank our PTA. Money raised from various events and activities ends up supporting our students in a number of ways, which of course is greatly appreciated. So thank you to Bridget Aiken and the core of parents who attend monthly meetings and help coordinate initiatives that help to fundraise those much needed funds for our school. It would be fair to say that the PTA experienced their own frustrations this year. An advertising campaign for a rather large event started off with the line, "Something's coming." And as we were generating more excitement leading up to that date, COVID was also playing its part until in the end, nothing was coming. The Masked Singer event unfortunately was postponed and then cancelled. A subcommittee spearheaded by Susan Campbell and Jenny Cubitt, who put in countless hours, worked hard to bring this event to the Memorial Hall stage. So a huge thank you to the committee, in particular Susan and Jenny, for your time, dedication and planning for this event, which hopefully will become a reality next year. Watch this space. So a paki paki for our PTA. Winton School is fortunate to have people who have volunteered many hours week after week this year for the benefit of our students. This has included Meals on Wheels, assisting with the swimming program, coaching, managing sports teams. In particular, I'd like to thank Lynn Martin, who has once again been supporting classroom programs this year, Gita Stark, who earlier this year ran the Lunchtime Lego Club, and Andy Dunlop from the Salvation Army, who runs the Weekly Builders Club. A quick thank you also to our local Winton Volunteer Fire Brigade for coming along to our water fight on Tuesday and adding to the excitement. So thank you to all of our volunteers for the time you have invested in our students. Next is you, our school community. Your ongoing support of the school is not only appreciated but vital to the smooth operation of many of our initiatives and programs. If we did not get parent and community support, we would not be able to provide many of the extracurricular opportunities for our students. Camps, trips, community-based projects, just to name a few. So thank you for helping out every now and again and for also supporting your child with their class-related work. Thanks also for your support and patience through our mid-year lockdown, where we once again implemented our Learning from Home program. The homeschool partnership is such an important factor in your child's success, so thank you for your ongoing support. There are a number of families who are ending their very long association with our school. When you look back over all the years, I'm sure you can recall many memorable school-based events that have been special for your family. I'd like to make special mention of some families who have had a 5 years or more association with our school. Kelly McIntyre, 5 years. Teresa and Christopher Beaumont, 7 years. Sarah Jane and Barry Thompson, 8 years. Kylie and Shannon Crawford, 8 years also. Joe and Simon Hart, but Joe's not going anywhere, she's hanging around. 9 years. Trinity and Scott Glover, 9 years also. Mal and Justin Short, 10 years. Nick Marshall, also 10 years. Michelle and Tim Connell, 14 years. Nikki and Jason Hall, 14 years. Tracy Murray and Guy Johnson, 15 years. Chrissy and Mike Maguire, 16 years. And this year's winner, Kirsten Smith and Peter Kane, 17 years. Thank you for your family's contributions and all the best for life after Winton School. With the end of another year comes the time to say goodbye to some staff members. I'm not going to say too much right now because they're not actually here. I'll leave that till tomorrow afternoon just before our staff and board luncheon. But just a quick mention for Janine Clive, who has been a part-time teacher aide this year. Thank you for all your great work in Room 9 and all the best for 2022 and beyond. The other staff member we're saying goodbye to tomorrow is Paige Crode. Paige has been a teacher in the senior school for the past 5 years and during that time has contributed much to the life of the school. For the past 2 years, she's been the staff rep on the board. So Paige, thank you for all of your efforts in the classroom, in the boardroom, and in the staff room for that matter. A Year 7 class at Cromwell College is fortunate to be getting you as their teacher next year. Paki paki for Janine and Paige. At this time, I'd also like to acknowledge the amazing Mrs. Varane. Although Maurice is not going anywhere, she is no longer going to be our junior team leader. So on behalf of our learning community, I'd like to say a big thank you for the incredible work that she has been doing in leading the junior school in recent years, particularly with our PLD focus this year. And congratulations to Hayley Stoddard, who joins the management team as our new junior team leader from next year. I know that she will ensure the great work continues in our junior school. And joining the teaching team next year is Andrew Redding in Room 9, Kayla Hodson in Room 11, and Hannah Morton, who is going to be a release teacher in the junior school. All three are extremely excited to be joining our learning community. And finally, to all of our students, the ones right in front of me and all the ones at home, you are all so amazing. Like I say every year, you are the reason we all love our job so much. Oh my goodness. That wasn't supposed to happen. You make us laugh, you make us cry, and you make us so very proud of your achievements. Have a well-earned holiday with friends and family. We will see you all again on February the 8th for the start of another exciting year at Winton School. But that's not entirely true. The rest of the staff will see you on Tuesday the 8th of February. I'm going to be on leave for term 1. And while I'm away, I know that Mr. Tucker and all the teachers and support staff will continue to make Winton School a great place to work and play. And while Mr. Tucker borrows my office for the first term, make sure you give him a big wave as you pass by the window, like so many of you do to me. So thank you once again to everyone in our learning community for making our school's 151st year another productive one. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
We will now hear from Mr. Davis, who will speak on behalf of the board.
I'm under very strict instructions from someone in the crowd to keep this short, so I'll try and manage that. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou, nau mai haere mai ki tēnei taumata whakanuia o Winton School. Welcome everyone here tonight to the Winton School Prizegiving of sorts. I know there's been several that have happened today in the new normal that we are living through. On behalf of the board, I wanted to thank everyone for being here tonight to celebrate with us. Recognising the achievements of these young people is always very important to us, and while we are doing it slightly differently, we want tonight to be special all the same. Thank you also for your continued support of the school in so many ways. When we got through 2020 in an unusual manner, we didn't think we were going to have to go through the ringer again in 2021, but we have, and your support has made that easier to manage for the school. The board feels very confident at this time with our position as a school. This is obviously in no small part due to the driving force of our principal, Mr. Wadsworth, who, with support from the dedicated staff team, provides a wonderful environment for our children to grow and thrive. We wish to publicly thank Steve and all the staff for their efforts this year and wish them well for a very well-earned break. We also obviously want to wish Steve the best for his sabbatical for term 1 next year. We have every confidence in Craig Tucker stepping up into the principal role for the term and ensuring that we continue with our current momentum. Tonight is a great opportunity to finish another tumultuous year on a high note as we celebrate the achievements of our students. To the Year 8 students, well done on getting to this point of the year. It's an exciting time for you to be looking ahead to the world of secondary school. We wish you all the best for that adventure. And to any families that are ending their association with Winton School tonight, we thank you for choosing Winton School. We thank you for allowing us to be part of your lives, and congratulations on getting to here as parents, and best wishes for the future. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Right, so Kenny and Anae are going to get a big rest now, and I'm going to pretty much take over for the rest of the evening. So it's now time to acknowledge our Year 8 graduate class for 2021. And for that, I'll ask Miss McCliskey, Mrs. McKenzie, and Mr. Tucker to join me up on stage. Well, what a fun time we had last night at the Year 8 barbecue, a special tradition that for the first time in many years looked a little different to those of the past. Humorous special awards were handed out. All students recounted their most vivid Winton School memories on film, many of which were school camp related, in particular Deep Cove earlier this year. And to finish off, the PTA cooked a yummy barbecue dinner. So thank you to the PTA and to Miss McCliskey, Mrs. McKenzie and Mr. Tucker for organising last evening. Well, what an amazing group of students we are acknowledging this evening. They've been fantastic role models for our younger students, displaying our Winton School values, leading the way with the high-vis vest competition, and showing us all how to have fun while at the same time buckling down and achieving some outstanding individual and group achievements. The only regret I have with this group is that I didn't get to share a Deep Cove camp experience with them. This camp is always a highlight for any Winton School student in their final year, and as teachers, we get to see them in a different light, in a different environment. But I plan to be back in Field and National Park next year. This being my 9th year at Winton School, I can now say that I've seen all of these students start and finish their journey here at Winton School. Myself and only a handful of other staff have been lucky enough to see them all grow in a number of ways, from when they were 5 years old, developing into the amazing individuals that they are today. I know their parents are proud of them, and I can honestly say, as their principal for the past 8 years, I'm also proud of what they've achieved in that time. It's not the easiest time of the year for a Year 8 teacher. They are saying goodbye to the students they've worked closely with over the past year. I know Miss McCliskey and Mrs. McKenzie, although a little sad to say goodbye, are also very proud of you all, and with the rest of us, wish you all the best for the next chapter in your schooling. And I say this every year, it's not really a goodbye, it's a see you later, because wherever you may go next year, whether it be up at Central Southland College or elsewhere, just know that for many of you it started right here at Winton School, and you know exactly where we are. Please, don't be strangers. I've got a feeling some of you won't be strangers. We will now present each of our graduating Year 8 students with a certificate and a medallion. Alyssa Batt. We'll just give them one big pucky at the end, shall we? At the end. Anae Hall. Anne Enot. Annika Crawford. Ashton North. Cameron Kidd. Chad White. Charlie Barnes. Charlie Ford. And Charlie White. Paki paki for our first 10 graduates. Just press the reverse button, Maurice, once. Reverse. Declan Shooten. One more. Devon Thompson. Emma Hopkins. Phoenix Moody. Hector Sayers. Jamie Lyle. Jamie Cummings. Jessica Irwin. Jodie Connell. And the next one's for John Paul Robb, who's not here, but we'll give him a paki paki along with the others. Our third lot, Georgia Marshall. Carter Barnes. Kate Kane. Kenny Hart. Laura Warren. Logan Campbell. Luca Nolan, who is not here with us tonight. Luke Olson. Mason Maguire. Meg Beaumont. And Mia Glover. Another paki paki for our third lot of graduates. Our fourth and final group, Maya Short. Nathaniel Dick. Olivia Wilson. Ria Johnston. Riley Johnston. Sam Ashwell. Stella Peters, who isn't with us tonight. Stephanie Ray. Sullivan Stark. Talia Costello. And Tristan Davis. Paki paki for our final group. So well done to our graduating class. We're now going to move on to the Room 12 and 13 Year 8 certificates. So Mrs. Mackenzie and Miss McCliskey will now present those. We're going to be starting with Room 12. Some of the Year 7s in Room 12 received a certificate at the Rooms 10, 11, 12 and 13 Special Assembly this afternoon. So the Room 8s in both Room 12 and 13 will be acknowledged. And our first one from Room 12, Class Citizenship and All-Round Effort, Maya Short. For Excellence in Literacy, Nathaniel Dick. For All-Round Effort, Declan Shuton. And for Excellence in Mathematics, Jamie Cummings. So moving on to Room 13, the first one is Excellence in Sport and All-Round Effort, Mia Glover. For All-Round Effort, Meg Beaumont. For excellence in the arts, Arnica Crawford. Class citizenship and all-round effort, Carter Barnes. All-round effort, Alyssa Batt. Excellence in digital technology, Logan Campbell. And for effort in mathematics, Rhea Johnston. Okay, a paki paki for all of our Room 12 and 13 Year 8 students. So we're now going to move on to our special awards, and to help us present those, we'll ask Mr. Davis to join us up on stage, please. And these special trophies are for those students who have excelled in different areas of school life. Earlier today, at our Senior Special School Assembly, we presented the Year 7 Cup, so congratulations once again to Teresa Eidendorf. The Winton Bear. So the Winton Bear Award is for research and presentation skills while investigating an aspect of Winton's history. The runner-up is Tristan Davis for his research project on the history of Winton Gardens. So he gets a certificate and a $50 voucher. Up you come, Tristan. Well done. So we'll get all of our special prize recipients to stay up on the stage. And this year's winning entry was based on the Winton Racecourse Reserve. The recipient of the Winton Bear Award, along with $100, Georgia Marshall. Excellence in e-learning. So this award was donated by Emma and Stu Bryan of Central Southland Computer Services. It goes to a student who has demonstrated all-round excellence in the use of information technology. This year's recipient has been a pivotal member of the techie team and has exceptional knowledge in using information technology to enhance their learning. This year's e-learning award goes to John Paul Robb. Contribution to the world of Māori. This person has taken a lead role in demonstrating respect in all cultural aspects of school and acknowledges the bicultural foundations of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Their participation and passion is recognised through how they value the histories and traditions of all people. This person holds Te Ao Māori, the Māori world, extremely close to their heart, as evidenced in their leadership in Kapahaka and throughout the school. The trophy for valued contribution, Te Ao Māori 2021, goes to Mason Maguire. Attitude towards learning, the Dyer Trophy. So this award was donated by the Dyer family. The award goes to a student who always gives 100%, continuously strives to do their best, and has maintained an excellent attitude towards their learning. This year's recipient has challenged themselves to consistently improve by asking thoughtful questions to ensure that they made the most of every learning opportunity. When working with others, they have aligned themselves with the students that they knew would challenge them to think deeper about the task. This award goes to Kenny Hart. Excellence in Technology, the Sterling Cup. This is a trophy donated by the Sterling family, and this award goes to a student who demonstrates excellence and effort in technological practice, knowledge and skills in foods, textiles and hard materials. The recipient of the Sterling Cup is Chad White. Citizenship, the Caldwell Cup. The Caldwell Cup is awarded to a student who demonstrates the attributes of good citizenship and involves themselves in the life of the school and the wider community. We have 2 recipients for this award this year, and these people are exceptional role models and always lead by example. They take pride and responsibility in caring for those around them. These students hold the Winton School values close to their hearts and demonstrate these at all times. The recipients of the Caldwell Cup for 2021 are Georgia Marshall and Anae Hall. Contribution to the arts, the Williamson Trophy. This student demonstrates outstanding talents in the visual arts. They have consistently produced artwork to an exceptionally high standard and have a great eye for detail, demonstrating strong techniques, aesthetics, and balance. The recipient of the Williamson Arts Award is Anne Enott. Contribution to sport, the Anderson Cup. This award has been donated by the Anderson family. It is given to a student who contributes their time to sport at Winton School. This year's recipient has been involved in a variety of sports. They have given up their time to support younger students at Winton School to develop their skills. The recipient of this award is Anae Hall. Sports Personality of the Year, the Walker Cup. This student has represented Winton School, Central Zone and Southland in a number of sporting codes throughout the year, including athletics, cross-country, touch and cricket. Not only is this person a talented sports person, they demonstrate an excellent attitude, model fair play and are supportive of other players. The 2021 Sports Personality of the Year is Charlie Ford. The Sir Peter Blake Leadership Award. This person embodies everything that a Winton School student should be. They consistently demonstrate our school values in all aspects of their school and personal life. They display empathy and respect when working with their peers, teachers, other students, and members of our community. This is demonstrated in the way they are able to collaborate and effectively communicate with a wide range of people who enter our school grounds. When we talk about effort, we think of working to the best of your ability and challenging yourself to continuously improve. This person definitely displays this attribute. They lead by example by embracing every challenge thrown their way with a positive attitude and sense of humour. This person goes above and beyond to lead positive change and create new opportunities for students at Winton School. This person has a wide range of responsibilities and is always willing and able to take on more, even when it does become quite a juggling act. They work collaboratively with our school council and gives the younger members someone to aspire to. They effortlessly display our school value of empathy and will often be found at sporting events, running alongside and cheering on younger students or out in the playground supporting someone in need. We are so very fortunate to have this person as part of our community. We certainly value their positive contributions. Congratulations, Kenny Hart. All-round girl. The winner of this award has stood out in terms of her academic achievement in all areas of the curriculum. She is an excellent citizen of the school and is a positive role model for younger students and her peers. She has represented Winton School on numerous occasions and embraces school life through her cultural involvement and strives to always achieve her goals. This year's best all-round girl is Stephanie Ray. All-round boy. The winner of this award has had a fantastic year in a number of areas and has consistently achieved pleasing results across the curriculum. He is an excellent citizen of the school and is a positive role model for younger students and his peers. He is a talented sportsman who has represented Winton School, Central Zone and Southland in a wide range of sports. He's a team player and has an attitude to match. He demonstrates leadership skills and has participated in many aspects of school life. This year's all-round boy is Mason Maguire. And to our final award, Ducks. The honour of Ducks goes to a student who strives for and has achieved academic excellence across the board. The recipient has also represented the school in many academic events and competitions with outstanding results. The student has consistently maintained excellent levels of achievement in all curriculum areas during their time at Winton School. The Winton School Ducks for 2021 is Kate Kane. So that concludes our special trophies. A huge paki paki to all of our recipients. Thank you guys, you can all depart. There's no half-time break at this version of our end-of-year assembly, so we'll keep on going. At two of our special assemblies today, certificates were presented to school counsellors who have helped to organise events and initiatives that have made Winton School a better place. But leading this team have been our 2021 School Vice President and President, Kenny Hart and Anae Hall. Kenny and Anae have done a fantastic job of leading our school council this year, from their President Piece contributions in the newsletter, council meetings, leading our community assemblies, writing and filming our video assemblies, working on our Jubilee promotional video, and organising the awesome Year 8 Leavers jerseys. As you've all seen yourself from the many bloopers at the end of our video assemblies, I've had some real fun times working with these two this year. And as you will see from this next clip, I think it would be fair to say that they've had some fun times too.
Is that your stomach? I think it is. That wasn't me this time. Okay, this time. So, why did you say this so loud?
Oh, it's 27!
Oh, that was like the easiest thing. I use in class.
Did you think of the same thing I was thinking of? Oh.
What? I did not think that. No. I was holding it and like about to go read it. You're like, no.
challenge.
What was it?
That was my shoe, I think. Tour. Walk out. Did you? No. What?
Bye. Very close. This challenge. What?
So that clip was probably longer than it needed to be, but believe me, that was about a third of what I could have put in. So as I said, we had a lot of fun. Took a long time though, didn't it, girls? Kenny and Anae, on behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank the two of you for not only your roles here tonight, but your efforts over the course of a challenging year as our 2021 President and Vice President. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with the two of you this year, so I'd like you both to come up onto stage. Big paki paki for our President and Vice President. So this afternoon at our rooms 10 to 13 special assembly, we announced our 2022 President and Vice President. Well done once again to the 16 Year 7 students who read their campaign speech out in front of their peers in here on Monday morning. As announced this afternoon, the Winton School Vice President for 2022 is Charlotte McElrick, and our Winton School President for 2022 is Isaac Ellis. Congratulations once again to Isaac and Charlotte. I'm sure they will do a great job next year representing their peers as the Winton School Student President and Vice President. The Rider Shield presentation, we already know who won, don't we? We also took the opportunity this afternoon with 4 classes here in the hall and others watching back in their rooms to announce the results of the 2021 Inter-House competition. Congratulations once again to YO3, who were the best team on the day at last Friday's Inter-House Teams Challenge. Their effort certainly contributed to YO House coming out on top on the day. So for those of you who haven't heard the final standings after all challenges this year, in 5th place was Takatimu. And actually, we've got these banners in the right order. So 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? 4th place was Hokanui. In 3rd place, on 40 points, was Oriti. This year's runner-up for the 3rd year in a row, Aparima. And in 1st place, to win the Rider Shield for a 2nd year in a row, was Waio. Congratulations, Waio. And here's the points table, 8 challenges over the course of the year. We wait to see if YO can do 3 in a row. So that almost brings us to the end of our prize giving assembly. Before we finish up, there is someone else who would like to say a few words.
Kia ora, this is a very quick message for all the staff and students at Winton School. After such an incredibly tough year, I hope everyone has a fantastic break. Especially a huge thank you to the teachers at Winton. Thanks for all that you've done for your community, particularly through such a disruptive year. And to the Year 8s, good luck for high school. And I hope you know that you've had the very, very best foundation through your time at Winton. Thanks again, everyone. Have a good evening.
So thank you to those who were able to come along tonight, and thank you to everyone who has been watching from home. Like the Prime Minister said, it's been a tough year, So we hope you all have a fantastic break with family and friends. Thank you to Mrs. Varane and Mr. Tucker who have been controlling the laptop today. A huge, huge thank you to Trey and Bailey who have been filming and live streaming all of our assemblies today. You guys have been absolutely amazing. A paki paki for our technicians. A reminder that it is a mufti half day tomorrow, with school starting at the normal time. Thank you everyone, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.